Okay, students, now we'll discuss ray diagrams. For ray diagrams, we will discuss first concave mirror. As I already told you, we will follow law of reflection only. So this is concave mirror. This is the principal axis. This is pole. So this would be the center of curvature, and let us consider this is the focus. Focus lies exactly at the center between the pole and center of curvature. So following the law of reflection, I need a normal. So let me tell you how we can draw the normal here. Normal, if you want to draw normal at any point on the surface of the mirror, we know that the radius of a circle or sphere is always perpendicular to the tangent drawn to the outside the circle or sphere. Means if you want to draw normal here, you have to simply join it with the center of curvature. You want to draw the normal at any other point. Suppose you want to draw the normal here, you can simply join this point with the center of curvature. So how we can draw the normal in case of spherical mirrors? So this is one of the technique of drawing the normal. You have to simply join the point on the spherical mirror with the center of curvature. So we'll discuss 6 cases. So all the terms, I hope all the terms are clear here. And let us consider first case. We are going to place object between the pole and focus. So let us consider this object I am placing here, and this object is AB. So ray diagram is what? We have to simply show the position of the image. And in case you want to draw the ray diagrams, we need to take only one tip of the object. So here all the points of this object we are not going to consider. You see, for this point the image of the base of this object would be lying only on the principal axis. So I want to see where the image of this tip is going to be there. So from this tip, infinite number of rays are going to be emitted. So I'm using the word emitted here. Basically all the rays which are going to fall here, it will reflect and give the rays in different directions, and then the rays are going to fall on the mirror, and then they are going to be collected at any other point. So in order to find out the image of this tip B, I will consider only 2 rays. So these 2 rays, any 2 convenient rays we can consider. This ray, the ray can be parallel to principal axis, the ray can be taken which is going to incident on the pole, or it is going to pass through the focus, or it is going to pass through the center of the curvature. So any of the 2 rays can be considered. So here I am going to follow the law of reflection. So automatically we will make the laws for making the ray diagrams. So one very convenient ray for me is the ray which is going to be parallel with the principal axis. So this ray from point B is going to incident on the mirror. So here you might have learned that it will pass through the focus. So that is the law which is made after following the law of reflection. So reflection you want to see. So for this you want to have this normal here, because we want to follow the law of reflection. Angle of incidence, angle of reflection are equal. So angle of incidence I want to draw. So for that I want a normal. So normal, how we can draw? You have to simply join this point with the center of curvature. So this is the normal. So normal and incident ray, the angle between these two is the angle of incidence. So you by making the same angle of reflection, you have to draw the reflected ray, and you will see automatically it will pass through the focus. So the law for making the ray diagram, you might have done that the ray which is parallel to principal axis, after reflection through the mirror, it will pass through the focus, or it will appear to pass through the focus. So automatically you can see here we have just followed the law of reflection, and automatically the ray which is parallel to principal axis is passing through the focus of the mirror. And second ray that is convenient, that can be taken, which is going to fall on the, so arrows are must. So this is what? This is another ray I'm going to take from the point B, which is going to fall on the pole. So this is the angle of incidence here. By making the same angle of reflection, measure should be same. So making the same angle of, I'm just doing it without any measurements, but if you will draw it with measurements, you will get the perfect ray diagrams. So I'm just doing it without any measurements. So you can see here, this is the ray. So here angle of incidence must be equal to angle of reflection. So you can see here both of the rays are going to diverge. They are going to go away from each other. So both of the rays are going to diverge from each other, so they will never meet here. So in this particular case, we have to extend the rays in the backward direction to find out the position where the two rays appear to meet. So you will extend them in the backward direction. So let us extend them. So I have extended the rays in the backward direction. You can see they are going to meet here at this particular point. So this point is giving us the image of point B. So this point is B dash, and exactly below this point we are going to get the image of A, that is A dash. So you can see here, this is the image we have obtained for concave mirror when the object is lying between pole and focus of the mirror. So this A dash B dash is the image formed. Now what we can say about the nature of the image of this case, you can see this image is magnified image because it is larger than this object. This image is lying behind the mirror, and this image is the virtual image because you see actually rays of these two rays are not going to meet. We have extended them in the backward direction. So when the two rays are not actually meeting at one point, we have to extend them in the backward direction to find out their meeting point. So this type of image is a virtual image. So 3 points I'm going to write here for this image. This is the magnified image. This is magnified image, this is virtual, and it is behind the mirror. And one more thing, this image is erect image. So inversion is not there. So as the B point is above the principal axis, B dash is also above the principal axis. So this image is erect image. So these are the nature of image. I'll tell you the sign conventions for U, V after discussing the sign conventions also. Now let us discuss the second case. So this was the first case when object is between pole and focus. Second case we will discuss when the object is at the focus. Exactly at the focus we will consider. So second case I'm going to draw when the object is at the focus. So I have drawn the object at the focus. You can see here the object AB is lying at the focus, and I have drawn the normal for the formation of the image. So let us take first ray which is parallel to the principal axis, and after, so this is the angle of incidence. So after making the same angle, let us see from where the ray is going to pass. So automatically it will pass through the focus. So both of these angles must be same. And second ray I am going to consider, which is going to fall on the pole. So angle of incidence I have drawn. So making the same angle of reflection. So you can see both of the rays are going to get parallel. So if you extend them in the forward direction, they will not meet. If you extend them in the backward direction, they will not meet. So in this case, when the rays are becoming parallel, when they become parallel, so we consider that they will meet at infinity. So here we will write that they are extending till infinity and at infinity they will meet. So here the image is formed at infinity. So this was the second case when the object is at focus. Image, where is the image? Image would be at infinity. And second point for the image, it would be highly magnified. You see, they are going to be extended from this particular point. They would be highly magnified. Highly magnified. You see, they are going in the downward direction. So, inverted image we are going to get. So, these are some characteristics of the image formed when the object is placed at the focus. Now, we will discuss the third case when the object is in between focus and center of curvature. Center of curvature is also known as 2f because this is 2 times the focal length. So when the object is between focus and center of curvature, so let me draw the image.